Hello everyone, welcome back to N.E.S.T. We're going to start off with a warm-up game, more of a game, this morning. So for those of you who don't know, I'm Jemima and today I've got my brother with me. And yes, since you last saw him, he has broken something in his arm. Fun. Yeah. So yeah, we may not be doing this game fully, but we'll try. Okay, so today this game is like a mirroring game. I don't know what the exact name for it is. Mirroring, that would be it. So what you do is you kind of stand opposite each other.
Should we go slightly like that so you can see?
Yeah, we'll stand like that. So you stand opposite each other, and when one person does something, the other one has to do the same. So I can put my... You've got to do the other one because it's like we're in a mirror.
It's a mirror.
It's like we're in a mirror.
Sorry, I forgot.
So you've got to kind of do that. So I'll just kind of... I don't know. You just kind of... You can't bring the house down. You jump so heavily.
So I need to get a little bit higher.
I wasn't meaning to do that.
I didn't mean to, yeah. Guns.
Anne! Okay, Okay, shall we swap over so that you're the one leading now?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Good hair.
So, yeah, as you see, you can't do anything, just make it up as you go along.
Yes.
You'll go.
Squat.
Oh.
And squat.
You've forgotten how to do the nose.
Usain Bolt.
Ah! Oh. How am I
yeah. Yes.
Nice.
Cool.
I think you're better at that than me.
Oh, well, I just went with the flow, you know. Go with the flow, kids. Go with the flow.
What was that? I mean, we know it's a weird one, but yeah, I thought that game was funny.
Thumbs up, kids.
Oh, your poor arm.
There you go.
Right. So I hope you have fun playing that game as well.
Yeah, it's quite entertaining.
Make up a dance routine to get someone else to follow with. And if you don't have someone else you can play along with at home, you can copy what we're doing, or you could ask a parent or guardian to help you I just heard our cat meowing from somewhere. She'll be fine. Okay, on to the next activity. We'll see you next week. Hello, welcome back to the science section of N.E.S.T Kids. Today we're going to be learning about the structure of the Earth. So that means what is inside of the Earth and what are the different layers. And to do that and to understand it, we're going to be using something that most people will definitely know. We're going to use an apple. There are 4 main sections within the Earth. So we're going to use the apple to help us understand these. But first of all, we need to cut into the apple. So I'm going to do that now with the sharp knife. You can do this at home, but maybe get someone to help you. So I'm cutting into the apple. Oh, there we go. So, as you can see, we've got this middle bit here. We've got an outer bit here. Oh dear, this part here and the skin right here. And this is going to help us understand the 4 different parts. So, this is a diagram we can use to explain, using the apple, the structure of the Earth. So if this circle is the Earth, or if the whole apple is the Earth, and we split it in 2, this is what we see. So there are 4 main sections, which I've coloured on the apple so we can work it out. So we're going to start from the middle, the inner core, which I've coloured green, which we can use as the core in the apple. So, the inner core is hot and dense. It's a solid metal made of iron. The pressure is so much that it doesn't melt, and it grows by about 1 millimetre each year. So this is getting a little bit bigger each year. The outer core, which is in orange, which you can see is this part of the apple, is liquid metal. It's made of iron and nickel. It's very hot. It's around 5,000 degrees. There's also a lot of movement in it. It's called convection. So what is happening is there is movement up and down, circling of the molten metal, circling and swirling all around. So it goes up to the top and then comes down. This convection or swirling of movement is what makes the magnetic field of the Earth. So it's what makes the arrow of a compass point north. The next section is the mantle. The mantle is here in red, and we can use this part of the apple to show the mantle. The mantle is very interesting. It's made of different parts. It's made of hot liquid, crystallized minerals, solid rocks, and dissolved gases. It's not fixed in one position, but there's lots of movement. So like the outer core, the liquid and components of the mantle are always moving up and down. They churn around and around within the mantle. And the mantle is what comes out of a volcano. So when a volcano erupts, the top part, the upper mantle, comes out of the Earth, and it's called magma, and it comes as a volcano. Now, the outermost part is the part that we as humans stand on, and it is called the crust. Like the crust of bread, it is the outer layer, and on the apple, the crust is very, very thin. The crust is the skin of the apple, so this part here is the crust. And that's the same within the Earth. The crust is very, very thin compared to the mantle, the outer core and the inner core. And it's also not the same the whole way around. Some bits are thicker and some bits are thinner. The crust is what causes earthquakes and tsunamis when parts of the crust move over one another. It's not the same thickness all around, and we are standing on the crust of the earth. Wow, who knew that there was so much going on beneath our feet? This is so amazing. Wow, okay, so let's try and remember the 4 different parts of the structure of the earth using the apple. So this is the one without the colour, and this is the one with the colour. Let's see if we can use that to help us remember. So, what was the skin? The skin, which is in black, I've coloured black, what was that? That was the crust. Next, the next section in red, that part was the moving molten part, and that was the mantle. In orange is the liquid metal layer, and that is the outer core. And right in the middle here is the core of the apple, but it is also the inner core of the earth, and that is made of solid metal, mostly iron. So we can look at our diagram again. There we are, the 4 different parts of the earth. Wow, I hope you enjoyed learning about that. And next time you eat an apple, think about what's going on underground beneath your feet. See you next time.